Is the Death Shriek Terrorgheist any good? So this is my first video foray into the Vampire Coast properly, but I've played them a lot. I just found it irresponsible to do a unit-focused video without having done the Vampire Count's counterpart. Spooktober needs another flying monster, so avast ye, mateys. Let's compare and take their measure. Please like, subscribe, comment, and donate plundered coins at my Ko-Fi page if you are so inclined. All support is greatly appreciated. The Death Shriek Terrorgheist costs 2,000 to recruit for an even 500 upkeep per turn. Health is 8,544 on Ultra with 80 armor, an unimpressive 45 leadership, a brisk flying speed at 90, melee attack of 38 base with poison attached, an attack interval of 4, a large splash size, and a maximum of 7 targets damaged in the process. Melee defense is 42, weapon strength is 485, split between 135 base and 350 armor piercing, with a charge bonus of 40 and a mass of 2,000. It's undead obviously, and is a siege attacker, inflicting both fear and terror, has old style regeneration with the 20% fire weakness, has the Death Shriek breath weapon, and obviously can fly. Let's bring up the Terrorgheist from the Vampire Counts roster for brief comparison. Price is almost indistinguishable, health is a little lower. Melee attack is 3 higher, melee defense is 5 higher. Weapon strength is noticeably lower, mostly in the armor-piercing category, but the OG Terrorgheist has a hefty bonus versus large of 25, which the Death Shriek variant lacks. Everything else is identical, although only zombie dragons are mounts on the Vampire Count's end, and Luther Harkin gets a Death Shriek variant for his late-game mount, notable because he still gets to take oversized pistol potshots from it. For ground stat effects, the Death Shriek variant is listed as aquatic in the Datamine stats. Does that bear out? I haven't tried it. In the Red Lord line skills, Haunting Horror is where the bonuses come from, but the first pip gives Terrorgheist nothing. 3 pips grants plus 6 melee attack and plus 12 flat charge bonus, things the Death Shriek needs badly. Rank 7 vets benefit from Masterly Splicing, granting plus 8 leadership, plus 10% speed, and plus 5 melee defense, which bolsters areas of weakness for the creature. In the tech tree, specific benefits come from Protective Hides, granting 20% missile resistance to this and a number of other creatures in the roster, because one inevitability of life, or unlife, is that enemies will shoot you. There is literally nothing else in the tech tree that applies exclusively to the Terrorgheist, but this is pretty important. So how to use the Death Shriek Terrorgheist? It may not be obvious at first, but just the fact that this exists in the roster at all is a pretty big deal. You're getting a legitimate dragon-style entity with a magical attack breath weapon that regenerates on its own, despite the fire weakness, and is an all-purpose, unspecialized bruiser in melee combat, both in the air and on the ground. Poison isn't something common in the Coast roster, and unlike the Vampire Counts, you have many ranged, non-magical options for inflicting damage around the entity. Well, you have some magical ones too though. Point being, you're able to threaten such a wide variety of units that the main way to get one killed is to YOLO it against artillery and have it be shot to pieces. Unlive and learn. Don't do that one. It's just a waste of your hard-earned plunder. Even without the anti-large specialization, your handguns and other armor-piercing missile bruisers will get the job done just fine. They just need big, disruptive things gumming up the works. And hey, this isn't anywhere near as big as the Rotting Leviathan, right? No, you don't want it dueling lords alone, but it shouldn't be alone. Used as the Skyborn Hammer against foes otherwise engaged, you show casual disrespect for city walls, hold the line style anvils, and so on and so forth, delivering large splash damage attacks wherever they are needed most. You should simply respect it as a capstone monster unit. It's there to add to everything that came with it and before it, not to YOLO. Having said that, 80 armor and regeneration will get it far too. Aerial hit and run is a lot more fun when you have evil dragon breath to use with it, and once those are exhausted, you just find the best time and place to commit your aerial reserve. Again, unlike the Vampire Counts, your missile infantry and artillery will be ravaging the battlefield anyway, so your Terrorgheist variants just need to help and tie things down so that those things can get shot. Do they do a good job of this? Plenty good, yes. That's why you spend your hard-earned plunder on them in the first place. Take care, and have fun making your opponents shriek at you with rage that they didn't bring an anti-dragon build.